Days of Our Lives, Maggie blows up Konstantin. Wedding Day Explosion. Days of Our Lives prognostications, Lai Shin set up alive and EJ bans Eric from Baby. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives teases an explosive twist as Maggie Kyriakis plans a day of reckoning for Konstantin Melaunis, frustrated with Konstantin's annoying capers. Maggie aims to turn their marriage day into his walk of shame. As the plot thickens, Maggie reveals plans to distribute her heritage, important to Konstantin's dismay. With John Black and Steve Johnson apprehensive of Konstantin's greedy plans, they aim to balk his scheme. Despite Konstantin's infuriating guest, Maggie, out of sympathy, remains willing to go through with the marriage on Days of Our Lives. Still, the posterior disclosure of Konstantin's dishonesty leaves Maggie seething with fury. She plans to serve vengeance pipeline hot at their marriage, promising an event to flash back on the NBC Peacock cleaner pieces. With surprises lurking at every corner, the forthcoming espousal promised to be a spectacle of shock and admiration. Meanwhile, Sarah Horton and Xander Cook watch the unfolding drama with apprehension. As the show heads into May sweeps, suckers eagerly anticipate the explosive marriage and the fate of the conniving Konstantin. Days of Our Lives predictions. Lai Shin found alive and EJ bans Eric from Baby. Days of Our Lives prognostications show stories involving Wendy Shin, Trip Johnson, Gabby Hernandez, Johnny Dimara Channel, Dupree, EJ, Dimara, Paulina Price, and others. Wendy and Trip may discover the alive and well Lai Shin in Hong Kong, working the riddle girding Gabby's imprisonment. Meanwhile, Johnny and Channel face a gestation dread with implicit health pitfalls, aiding them to contemplate dangerous opinions. EJ Dimara, acting underhandedly as a district attorney, might get fired by Paulina Price, who's been under a lot of stress. Nicole Walker might recapture guardianship of her baby, but her hubby Eric Brady could be banned due to the pressure with EJ. Incipiently, Maggie Kyriakis, after discovering a plot against her, might expose Konstantin at their marriage. Days of Our Lives recap. Tuesday, May 7. Konstantin burned phony prenup. John and Marlena's trick explained Days of Our Lives. Spoilers recap for Tuesday, May 7, reveals that Maggie Kyriakis got a phone call from Justin Kyriakis and delivered some big news to Xander Cook, Sarah Horton, and Konstantin Melaunis. After Maggie explained that Victor Kyriakis had cleared probate, she blazoned plans to be a philanthropist and contribute to numerous charitable causes. Konstantin praised Maggie's liberality, but also she revealed she wanted to partake her half of Victor's fortune with the heirs at law he left out of his will. Konstantin snapped that Maggie couldn't do that and acted like she was rushing into this decision. Maggie argued that she'd been lying about it for a long time and didn't understand Konstantin's issue. Xander blustered about Konstantin questioning Maggie's choice when he was just some Johnny-come-recently in her life. After Maggie pushed Konstantin on explain himself on Tuesday's Day's occasion, Konstantin apologized for overpassing and suddenly sounded more probative. Once Maggie took Victoria Horton Cook for a perambulation in the theater, Konstantin excused himself and headed away. That gave Xander a chance to vent to Sarah about greedy Konstantin. Xander felt certain that Konstantin would try to get his hands on Maggie's plutocrat, indeed with the prenup in place. Sarah pushed Xander to concentrate on their family and happiness, so he pulled her close and made it clear that he was thankful. At Alex Kyriakis' place on Tuesday's Days of Our Lives show, he also got a phone call about Victor's will clearing probate and gave Theresa Donovan updates. Theresa said they'd be set for life before amending that and suggesting she meant Alex would be set for life, so he sounded a little thrown by the comment. Still, Alex moved past it snappily and wanted to celebrate his fortune, so he pledged to go get some caviar, champagne, foamy cider for Theresa. At the Dimara Man's on Tuesday's Day's occasion, Brady Black awaited on Rachel Black to finish getting dressed so he could take her to Academy. Kristen Dimara suggested about further time with Rachel being in the realm of possibility, but Brady wasn't interested in getting back together to make that be. Kristen also teased Brady about being left out of Victor's will and was pleased when Alex showed up. Alex planted a kiss on Kristen in front of Brady, who sounded irked and decided to stay for Rachel in the auto. After Alex admitted he came for a bottle of champagne from the Dimara basement, Kristen agreed to get one for him. Alex said he was going to celebrate his new fortune with Theresa at home, but now he was suddenly more interested in celebrating with Kristen right then and now. Kristen was completely on board, so she hit the waist with Alex in her bedroom. Alex admitted he was enjoying this lift they were on, so Kristen conceded that she was too. That said, Kristen made it clear that's all it could be. Just a fun lift. Alex understood, but he still delayed his return home so he could go another round in bed with Kristen. Meanwhile, Brady arrived at Alex's apartment and let Theresa know what he'd witnessed at the Demeromance. Theresa realized Alex and Kristen must be sleeping together, so she bothered breaking up with Alex had been the worst mistake of her life. After a knock at the door, Theresa opened it to a frantic Konstantin. Once Konstantin slogged in, he noticed Brady and came up with a bogus reason for being there. Konstantin claimed he demanded Theresa's help on a marriage gift for Maggie, so Brady was taken suddenly over their engagement. After Brady left, Konstantin griped about Maggie planning to give away a good knob of Victor's fortune. That's why Konstantin demanded to make sure Theresa locked in Alex's half and kept her end of the bargain. Konstantin claimed Theresa demanded to get Alex in her bed and keep him there, or differently. At Marlena Evans and John Black's townhouse on Tuesday's day's occasion, Steve Johnson arrived bright and early. Marlena admitted she invited Steve and pushed John to get past the pressure since it was time to bring him the circle on their plan. John told Steve about the red Abbey card that Konstantin used to extinguish the pawn. It turns out Marlena was suitable to grip John, who flashed back his last hassle with Konstantin and the prenup charge he was given. There were some flashbacks of that hypnotism and of another session where Marlena helped John learn some deprogramming ways. John was given a mantra to fight the reverie when John presented that card again. John also told Steve about breaking into the safe earlier and switching out the prenup with a fake document. The real prenup was there at the townhouse, so John eventually gave Konstantin a fake one, which he burned. Steve was impressed over John and Marlena conning Konstantin, but they knew they demanded to open Maggie's eyes to his docket. Marlena felt Maggie would be agonized, but Steve suggested Maggie would also be loaded for bear. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Maggie will indeed rise to the challenge against Konstantin, so we'll bring you prognostications on all the marriage mayhem ahead. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.